Hi, everyone, and welcome to today's episode of Keep Talking. I'm Kate, and today we're tackling a heavy but incredibly important topic: the rise of violent incidents in China throughout 2024. From random attacks to targeted violence against foreign nationals, these events have not only caused widespread heartbreak, but also raised significant questions about public safety, mental health, and societal stability. Let's unpack what's been happening. Part 1: Random fatal incidents. We'll begin with some of the tragic, seemingly random attacks that have left communities across China in shock. First, let's talk about the horrifying Zhuhai Sports Center attack on November 11th. A 62-year-old man, furious over a divorce settlement, drove his SUV into a crowded sports center. This senseless act of violence killed 35 people and injured 43 others. It stands as one of the deadliest events of the year and shows how personal grievances can spiral into large-scale tragedies. Then, just days later, on November 16th, we saw another devastating event: a knife attack in Yixing. A 21-year-old man, upset about failing his exams and being denied a diploma, returned to his college and went on a brutal rampage. He killed 8 people and injured 17 others. It's disturbing to think about how academic stress and a sense of failure led to such unimaginable violence. In Changsha on November 7th, a knife attack in a residential area left 3 people dead. While the motives here are less clear, it's yet another example of random violence disrupting lives and creating fear in the community. Earlier this year, in Shanghai on September 30th, a man carried out a knife attack in a supermarket in the Songjiang district. His actions claimed the lives of 3 people and injured 15 more. The randomness of this attack made it even more unsettling, leaving shoppers wondering how such violence could erupt in an ordinary setting. And finally, we cannot forget the Lianjiang kindergarten attack from July 2023. A 25-year-old man entered a kindergarten with a knife, killing 6 people and injuring 1. The very idea of targeting a space meant for children is incomprehensible and serves as a stark reminder of the vulnerability of even the safest environments. Part 2: Targeted violence against foreign nationals. Now, let's shift to another layer of this issue: attacks specifically targeting foreigners in China. While not all of these incidents resulted in fatalities, they've sparked international concern and affected China's diplomatic relations. In Shenzhen on September 18th, a 10-year-old Japanese boy was attacked just 200 meters from his school. A man with a knife brutally assaulted the boy, who tragically passed away the following day despite medical efforts. This incident hit particularly hard in Japan, leading to formal demands from the Japanese government for stronger protections for its citizens in China. In Suzhou on June 24th, a Japanese mother and her child were injured while waiting for a school bus. A 52-year-old man attacked them, and in a tragic twist, a Chinese bus attendant who tried to protect them was killed. This incident raised pressing concerns about the safety of foreign communities and even those who come to their aid. Then there's the incident in Jilin City on June 10th, where 4 American teachers were attacked while visiting Beishan Park. Thankfully, they all survived. But this shocking event deeply unsettled the expat community and made international headlines. Part 3: A dangerous trend. Atomized rebellion. These incidents, both random and targeted, are leading some to argue that China may be entering a phase of modern slavery and potentially heading toward its downfall through what's being called atomized rebellion. So what does that mean? Atomized rebellion refers to a new kind of revolt, one with no clear direction, agenda, organization, or demands. Instead, it's driven by isolated individuals acting on their own, like separate atoms, to take revenge on society in random, chaotic ways. These individuals lash out impulsively, targeting anyone they perceive as an enemy. That could be a personal rival, a stranger they find disagreeable, women, children, or even themselves. Like modern-day Don Quixotes, each of them becomes a one-person rebel army, fighting against societal order in their own arbitrary way. What's particularly troubling is their indifference to the consequences of their actions. Their sole focus seems to be causing maximum disruption to society, regardless of the cost to themselves. These stories paint a sobering picture. Whether it's random attacks fueled by personal grievances or targeted violence against foreigners, there's an underlying sense of instability. We can't overlook the root causes here: mental health crises, unresolved social tensions, and perhaps even a growing disconnect between individuals and the structures of society. What's clear is this: we need better mental health support, stronger public safety measures, and more open communication between nations to address these issues before they spiral further out of control. Thank you for joining me for this important discussion. It's not an easy topic to talk about, but it's one we can't ignore. If you have thoughts or experiences related to this, feel free to share them. Let's keep the conversation going. Stay safe, take care of each other, and I'll see you next time on Keep Talking.